fortunate enough to have brought some children into this world. Do you want better for your children? Do you want better? How does that happen? Somebody has to fight to make that.
Well, you'd agree, Ezra McCann, that we've, as a people, as a group, we've lost that sense of uplifting the race.
Well, again, it's just too easy to come along and get along now. Very easy right now.
Yeah.
Things are, in a situation where if you can be lucky enough to, let's say, get a decent job, most people feel that it pays just to go and do that job, come home, collect your money, and just be you, okay? But as we look around our communities, and we still see our brothers and sisters walking and standing on the corners and doing nothing.
I should turn the camera around right here. I should turn the camera. I may do that later to show.
They're very, very comfortable.
Man.
They're very comfortable with that.
We in the hood. We in the hood for every successful brother like yourself.
Yes.
There's 100 brothers out here on the street. Right here. We're looking at right here, right outside.
And Mark, that is what has never ever allowed me to just say, I don't want nothing to do with this. For the simple reason, when you look around, as you and I are fortunate to sit here,
right, and
we're active and we're moving type people,
right.
As you just said, for every one of you and I, there's 100 that's not doing, maybe more than that,
1,000
that's not doing good.
Cast of thousands.
I'm not comfortable with that because I do know for a fact, okay, the government, our government, has a lot to do with the way our people are. Our people giving up have a lot to do with it, okay. But I always equate it to the fact that you look at white folks. A lot of my co-workers, all white in the fire department. We all were raising kids and all.
Right.
Their kids went to high school and graduated. They messed around for a couple of years or so. Before you know it, they were my co-workers. Okay, they were firefighters, police,
they
and all of
goofed around and got the good job.
Right. And here we're trying to find a way to get our kids in college and get them into the system the right way.
Yeah.
Education. Well, whites, they're just handing it to them.
This is my last question, and you can have a closing statement off this question. That's what I always try to tell the police department, the fire department. In the city of Chicago, correct me if I'm wrong, in the city of Chicago, you do not have to have a college degree. In fact, not 1 hour college credit to be a fireman.
Right now, it's just a high school diploma.
High school diploma. And
yes.
then the trick is passing that test, which is racist.
Their test.
Their
test that they put together. Their test that they grade, okay?
Yeah.
And that's what we've always been up against.
Yeah.
Now, they've got a group of blacks that they've convinced that they shouldn't fight for the change in
they got to change that test, man. It's racist, yeah.
What they're doing is they're taking brothers and sisters, okay, into study groups. Now, I'm not against study groups and all, but don't try to convince me that we're not intelligent enough, smart enough to know what to do to compete with these folks, which we are. But they are convinced that we don't know how to study, we're not smart enough, so they waste their time on trying to show brothers how to study, brothers and sisters how to study and all, okay? And they're not trying to change what the real problem is.
It's that test.
That's the leadership that puts that test together.
That test is racist, and they need to be. Now, here's the problem about the young people need to know. It's a very good job. It's a well-paying job. It's a job with a pension. How do we get more of our young people to go on and take that test and then have the community demand that test is changed so more African Americans get that good job of being a fireman?
Well, jobs are needed, Mark, okay? I mean, naturally, we all would like to say that the best thing you can do is get out here, find yourself something you can get into and start your own business.
Right.
Everybody don't have that energy.
No, everybody's not an entrepreneur. So, ain't gonna be there. No, that's
so
not.
You don't have that type of, you do need a job.
You need a job, yeah.
Well, there's some very good jobs out here, but they're not distributed fairly throughout this community. As right now, we're talking about the city of Chicago.
Right.
That's not a private entity. That there is a government that is run off of the taxpayers' dollars.
Right.
So when you're talking about a workforce, that should be split up evenly among the people who comprise it.
Everyone should be given a fair chance, and we need a fair fireman's test. That's probably every city in America, probably.
Mark, you go to their communities, as you say, you're going to turn that camera around one day and look at the neighborhood, and I think that'd be a good show, Mark, just to do an interview and then in the hood.
Because a lot of us in the suburbs, a lot of us, so they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.